Hello again, friends. Welcome to Masterpiece. And we were talking about Protokosmo. Remember that name, Protokosmo? It was the very inspiring painting that changed my life. Well, Protokosmo was begun and finished after a year of laborious work, filled with moments of ecstasy and frustration. I worked on it forgetting to eat or sleep. I worked at it through fever and sickness. Nothing could keep me away because every step I took was filled with innovation and novelty. It was like I was painting for the first time in my life. It was a very strange experience. Every brushstroke revealed an artist I no longer recognized in me. I resembled someone else. I was as surprised at its completion as if I were a total stranger to it. It felt as if a spirit or something else had entered my body, made it, and exited, but not me. Isn't this a strange feeling? This was a strange experience indeed. But it transformed me. It changed me. Yes, it's wonderful to have such an experience. Another thing strange about Bertolcosmo was that it was coming out eerie. Upside down was right side up. Dystopian illogic was mixed up with political agenda and religious fervor. It seemed to be a mess, and yet it made sense. It had a logic to it, but it did seem to be a mess. It literally screamed at the viewer, it slashed at the viewer with multiple hands pulling at the imagination in desperation. Multiple knives slicing, carving, and threatening people, and all who were fated to live in this claustrophobic and barbarous world. Protokosmo launched me to form the mechanopolitical movement. It is not a style of painting, but a way of painting. It is not thinking, but a way of thinking. It is art practicing politics. It is also religious. Is it a philosophy too? Is it ugly or beautiful? Some people can't make up their minds. There is certainly a struggle with the relationship man has with technology. In Protokosmo, there is a war going on between our malicious nature and our altruistic nature. This is reflected in the nightmarish aliens that invade this world of Protokosmo, the hybrids, the experiments that went wrong. Protokosmo transports us to a twilight zone. This is a world of collage, a world of many parts, of gears and gadgets, a disordered and divided society, seemingly consuming itself. There is no glimpse of hope or escape in the blind arrogance and stupidity that is practiced here. It passes by the viewer in a great procession, striding in decaying majesty like an aged bride. Miss Havisham. It is this use of the painted image against the starkness of photography. It is the palm of the hand against the oncoming blade, misplaced confidence overshadowed by failure, resilience and exhaustion. The mechanopolitical statement is an affirmation of morality and destiny. In Protokosmo, there is the realization that we are finite. that we are weak but persistent, that we are fundamentally flawed but determined creatures of exquisite sensibilities. We look into someone's dream when we see a mechano-political painting, perhaps our own. This dream reaches back to the beginning of everything, when it all came to be. It mirrors and reflects. We see and are seen. We touch and are touched. We are even made to remember, only to forget. It is here, in the world of protokosmo, that everything is young and impressionable. People are aging like classical statues. A mother, the artist, is smoking her last cigarette as she gazes at us, looking at her. She is saying goodbye. She is showing us the transparency of our existence, our ideas, and a world of our own making. She is weaving threads into our mind, spinning and spinning possibilities on giant looms. The mechanical political movement is a social revolution in art, bringing social art and breaking new ground in the psychology of art. There is a truth always hiding behind it. What is this truth? Can we know it? Does protokosmo reveal it to us in its rush forward and its haste to make up for lost time? Savor this. We can say that the evolution of art is the psychological evolution of the mind. Note: suffice it to say, the group of artists which were to form the art movement called Boom never got off the ground. Except for me and one other artist who attempted it, nothing ever came of the idea. What a disappointment. And it was. The excitement was over and was short-lived. The others in the group never bothered to pursue the idea any further. Out of negligence and lethargy alone, they never called another meeting, and the idea died before it was born. Oh well. I guess they had come along for the wine. After all that hoopla, it was only a lot of talk, weak gestures, and pretense. However, I believe it was also destiny that was at work here. The destiny of protokosmo was to be created by me and the one other artist's creation, Takis Skinas. The meeting didn't occur, so Boom could come about. But for the body of work I called mechano-political movement to be born, and I do believe this is the only reason why it happened. I found this fascinating and engaging. To this day, I never fail to be amazed at how destiny works. It is extraordinary how destiny, with its twists and turns, its diagonals, leads you to believe one thing, only to show that it meant another. I thank you very much for this a little bit shorter video. I would like you to know that the next one is going to be art as a philosophical entree. Thank you very much. Till next time. Bye-bye.